this. Okay, so, and like I said, I dropped the link to the to that video in the chat. But super excited, happy, grateful to be before you guys once again. And we got the event literally days away, West Palm Beach. Can't wait to see you guys in West Palm Beach. It's gonna be amazing. Christian says, I'm so happy and grateful now for growth. Amen, love it. I'm so happy and grateful now for 1,000 members in West Palm Beach, Florida, in a few days. Everybody have safe travels. But I wanted to take this opportunity to talk to you guys about event etiquette. If you plan on being a chairman, it's going to be important not only for you to understand the best way to conduct yourself at an event, but the best way to manage people at an event. That makes sense? Because if you plan on building an organization, 1,000 people, 75 people, 225 people, 500 people or more, then events is going to be a big part of that, a huge part of that. So just wanted to highlight a few things that you want to keep in mind as we're going into this event, and then give you guys some perspective on longevity as well, which is what I really, really want to talk about. But a few things. So event etiquette. Number one, I want you to get a piece of paper today and answer this question. What do you expect to get out of the event? You want to go into every event in expectation of what will happen as a result of you receiving new information and new mentorship. And that's what Tony Robbins speaks to, knowing your outcome, being fully committed to your outcome, whatever it is you want to happen. You don't want to come to this event expecting nothing, right? And just getting an experience. You want to come into this event expecting a specific outcome as a result of getting this information, whether it be to hit a rank, whether it be to increase your trade account, whether it be increasing skills, something you can implement to make you better in your recruiting or your promotion, whatever it is. And it doesn't have to just be one or two things. You could create a list of things, but the whole point is to come into the event expecting to get something out of it. Okay, so that's important, extremely important. Number two, be mindful of start times, lunch breaks, and meetup locations with the team daily. Okay, and make a decision to be on time at all times throughout the entire event. That's going to be extremely important, because I want you guys to understand, if you're late, you're missing information, right? If you're late, you're missing information. If you're not tapped into the West Palm Beach chat on Facebook, please say something in the Discord or in the Telegram chat so we can get you in our West Palm Beach communication chat, because that's where we will be dropping the locations, the times we're going to be meeting up, where we're going to be at. You want to make sure you're tapped in and that you're able to be where you're supposed to be on time. Okay. Lunch breaks. I'm going to elaborate on lunch breaks. My advice is not to take a full lunch, because all the restaurants will be crowded within a 5 to 6 mile radius of the event. And if you order something, you're going to be late getting back to your seat after lunch. I strongly suggest, right, that you find something quick, even like a gas station snack, okay, and eat a full meal once you leave the daily event, once the daily event is done. And it's going to take some self-control. I know that there's probably going to be a rule you can't bring food or drink into the event room, right? So that won't be an option, most likely. So you just want to be mindful, you know, have some restraint. If you got to be hungry for a few hours until you can eat after the event, the information is meant to change your life. So are you going to sacrifice getting information that can help you elevate because you want a meal? Think about it. That doesn't make sense, right? So, you know, just want to put that out there. Communication, like I just said, with the West Palm Beach chat on Facebook, make sure you check that chat frequently throughout the day to know what's happening with the team and where we will be meeting up on a daily basis. Okay. Number 5 is extremely important. Do not wait for people, right? Remember why you came to the event. You're there for your 5 reasons why, right? That's why you're there. It's not a vacation. And although we do want to have fun, fun is secondary to getting the information. All right. So if you're with someone or you're with a group of people and they're late waking up, or they're slow getting dressed, or they're frequently forgetting something and they got to go back and they want you to come with them, don't let them slow you down. Get to the event and be in the seat. Leave them. It's not personal. Okay. But you got to be cognizant of the reason why you decided to come to this event. You got to be cognizant, right? At this event, on that stage, you'll be hearing from 6-figure per year income earners, 7-figure per year income earners, 8-figure per year income earners, 9-figure per year income earners. And you're going to be late getting information from them because of somebody else. Be in the seat on time. Okay. Don't let it be you. Don't be missing the information, right? Number 6, the worst thing you can do is get to the event and stay in your own little corner, right? Be standoffish or miss team building events because you're nervous because this is your first time meeting us. Don't be that person, right? All of us are very approachable. We want to see you. We want to be around you. There's no reason to be nervous. It's going to be a family affair. It's going to be extremely comfortable. We're very inviting. So don't come to the event and hang out by yourself. Be with the team, right? Number 7, take pictures and video. Interview people, ask questions, right? But don't make the mistake of only focusing on chairmans. Talk to P600s, P1000s, P2000s, and P5000s too, right? They have information that can help you get to the next level as well. And I want to show you guys something. At this event in Dallas, Texas, a few years back, I did a few interviews. I want to give you guys just a sneak peek, or not even sneak peek, but just an idea of what I mean when I say interview. So this is Wealthy Pitch, one of the educators from the platform, extremely successful trader.
What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Kingdom Cash Charles Dyson here. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Wealthy Pitch, Gustavo. Listen, he's an educator on the I Am platform, changing people's lives, got people paying off their student loan debt. You know what I'm saying? This skill set is something you definitely want to learn. For sure. For everybody watching this video, first and foremost, stay tuned. Second, shout out to my man right here. Really putting in the work at the end of the day. You've probably been following, probably serious, curious about what we got going on. But let me tell you, I'm a real life testimonial. You know, about 4 years ago, I was working at AutoZone, trading my time for money. I was barely making $1,000 a month. And if you really think about it, what can somebody do with living off of one source at $1,000 a month? You know, I couldn't even buy myself things. So what I decided to do is trade my money for money instead of trading my time for money. So when you hear about Forex, cryptocurrency, it might be a little foreign, might be a little different. But ladies and gentlemen, you got to educate yourself. We're not here trying to sell, persuade, convince, or sell you. We're here to educate you, enrich, and empower you. So at the end of the day, there's multiple people. I'm talking about 18, 19-year-olds, 20 millennials making 5, 6, 7 figures. I'm talking about money you can't even comprehend. But at the end of the day, it's not about the money, it's about the impact that you make. So if you're watching this video right now, you need to get with my man, plug it, because I'm telling you, We're gonna take this company to $1 billion, and you already know you should be trading. Let's get it, be trading. That's it.
So I got this video and I used it on social media, right? And I want you to really pay attention to how he edified. I edified him, he edified me, right? And what he articulated can be inspiring to somebody. This is the type of content you want to be mindful of and getting while you're at the event, because you can use it forever. I still have this video on my Instagram.
Yo, what's going on? Mr. Kingdom Cash, Charles Dyson here. I'm with the beautiful, incomparable, right? Jaleesa Yancey out here changing lives all over the world, right? Minimum 500 lives changed in a short period of time, right? Got people leveling up financially in the Forex markets, right? Multiple amounts of money being made. We're not going to talk money right now, but we really want to make the impact and impress upon you why it's so important for you to take advantage of this market called Forex.
The reason why every single person should be trading is because you can't afford not to be trading. Whatever problem you're going through, whether it be financial, whether it be relationship, anything, right? Forex is the answer. Okay, we have the blueprint literally to grow your money. Okay, education is the #1 reason why people are in debt. People pay $50,000, $40,000 a semester for college. And what you're wearing on your shoes right now, get locked in with my man, Charles Dyson, Mr. Kingdom Cash. Let us welcome you to the family. Let us let you level up. Please do not let your 2019 goals become 2020 goals. We out here in Dallas, Texas. Let's go.
So that's Miss Jaleesa Yancey, Chairman 10 within the organization. But that's the type of content you want to get. For the sake of time, I won't play the other two, but you want to be mindful and get that type of content with the people that you're going to be around at the event, because you can use that content forever, right? And like I said, don't make the mistake of only focusing on chairmans. You're going to be around everything, P600s, P1000s, P2000s, P5000s. If you're a Platinum 150 or you're unranked, everybody around you can help you. So talk to people, get information, extract it, and get content, right? Number 8 leads me right into number 8. Be friendly. Meet new people in other markets. Ask them about what they're doing that's working. Very simple question that you can ask to get some really good information from people. You never know what little nugget can actually take you to the next level. All right. And finally, if you booked an Airbnb and other people are staying with you, it would be very wise to set the precedent that alcohol and other extracurricular activities will not be allowed in the house. Now, everybody's grown, right? But again, remember while you're in West Palm Beach, Florida, okay? If you plan on being the chairman one day or being a leader, then you want to influence people to get to the next level, okay? And if you vibrate from frequencies that you've been vibrating on, how do you expect to get to the next level? How do you expect to elevate? If drinking alcohol is what you always do, or sparking up is what you always do, and then you get to the event and then you're still doing those things when you're actually in an environment with people that want to help you elevate, but you're on the lower frequency because you're focused on fun instead of focused on getting the information that can help you get your 5 reasons why accomplished. What are you really doing? Being that this event gives you the opportunity to see how successful people operate and move. And if you decide to operate and move like them, what do you think is going to happen to your finances? Do you think the Chairman 250s and the Chairman 750s and the Chairman 100s were drinking and smoking at events on their rise to where they got? Right? So like I said, everybody's grown, but I'm just trying to keep you cognizant of what you're there to do. All right. And last but not least, if I were you, I wouldn't miss breakout sessions with the team, the event around the event, right? Where at 7 p.m. in the evening or 9 p.m., 10 o'clock in the evening, we all meet up as a team somewhere and we do some team building events. some fun stuff, or maybe even some trainings. At the last event, if you came, I pulled up the charts, hooked it up to the television, and we got the talking about Bitcoin. Shout out to Javon, called the whole Bitcoin sell that we're in right now. He called that at the last event. Shout out to Javon. Right? So you never know what could happen at those breakout sessions. People who, I literally, just because people showed up, I taught TDL to people at the event, right? So you never know what can happen. Now, finally, those are the stuff, the stuff to be mindful of about the event etiquette, right? And this is recorded. If you missed anything, you can watch the recording, but I want to keep this thing moving. So finally, I want to talk to you guys about longevity, because last week I meditated on this and thought about it a lot and literally got super excited. I was thinking about David Imonitie. And if you don't know who that is, David is our senior mentor. He's currently at Chairman $750,000 a month. That's not including the bonuses. With the bonuses, he makes somewhere between $1.4 to $1.8 million a month residually. That doesn't include his investments. I lost count to how many $1 million investing days he's had. Last I counted, it was like 9. And at this point, it's probably commonplace for him. So David is extremely successful, but he's 20 years in this. 20 years he dedicated to this. And when I got to thinking about the things that he had to overcome to get to the income he's at right now, right? I remember a call that he did where he asked everybody, he said, do you really want this lifestyle? Are you sure you want this lifestyle? Yes, the money is amazing and it's absolutely worth it once you get here, but are you willing to go through what you have to go through to become proficient and expert in this industry? Because you don't get to Chairman 10 or Chairman 25 or Chairman 50, Chairman 100. You don't get to those amazing levels of residual income without making the decision to become an expert in this industry. We're talking about the top 5%. And as you move up, Chairman 25, Chairman 50, Chairman 100, now you're entering the top 1% income earners in the entire industry around the world. And the only word that comes to mind, or one of the words that comes to mind thinking about David and what he accomplished, is dedication, commitment, longevity. Like traveling to do presentations where nobody showed up and then decide to do it again tomorrow. All the things that he had to overcome, like doing presentations and nobody signing up, right? He had to get better at the skills, the presenting, the promoting, right? The prospecting, the influence. Those things, he had to grow it. So I'm thinking about David and all the things he had to overcome, and how worth it must be right now, because his family is rich forever now. Not himself. I want you to really understand what I'm saying. 1.8 million a month. Not only is he wealthy forever, but his children are good. His mother is good. His family is good forever because of his dedication. Do you really want that? Because in the midst of building this business, those small moments of frustration can cause you to focus on things that are not important in the long run, because everybody has to go through those things. Everybody has to go through the no's. Everybody has to go through the family and friends making comments, right, about you doing one of those things. Everybody has to go through that. Do you think it's worth it getting, let's not even say chairman 750, let's just say chairman $50,000 a month. Let's say chairman 10. Let's say platinum 5,000. Do you think it's worth it? To go through what you got to go through, learn what you got to learn, to get to where you can be a full-time entrepreneur? Like, if it did take 20 years, could you dedicate it? Like, I want y'all to really think about this. If not this, if you don't dedicate yourself to this, no matter what you do, you're going to have to dedicate yourself to something. You're going to have to master something. And all incomes are not created equal. If you master your job, and I'm only talking for people who don't like their job, but if you master your job, that's not going to be as rewarding as mastering skills like this, like prospecting, presenting, promoting. Now, if you love your job and you love what you do, that's a different story, right? But if you're here because you're like, you got started because you're trying to create something, a different type of lifestyle, a different type of experience for yourself, I really want you to get a longevity mentality. And a part of that, the reason why I'm talking about this right now is because when you get to the event and you hear these testimonies from people around the world, not just in America, but people in third world countries that had to overcome far more stuff than you might be going through right now, and they made it, it's going to give you the correct perspective and help you understand that whatever you're facing in your personal life right now is temporary. It doesn't last forever. And you're going to get the information to execute, to change the situation as fast as you want to change it. I'm telling you, like the longevity component, the longevity mentality, the longevity approach to the work that you do on a daily basis, understanding that I might do this presentation today, right? And this presentation today, people might not join, but I'm getting better. Like, I'm prospecting 2 to 3 people a day, and I've been doing it, but nobody's getting started. But I'm getting better because I'm doing it. Perspective is everything. And if you approach life, not just this business, but if you approach life with a microwave mentality, you'll never be the top 5% of anything. Because if you approach things like, if I don't get instant results, then I'm not doing it no more. You'll work for somebody who is able to stay committed to what they were doing, and you'll be within their vision, showing up, exchanging your time and energy and effort for a paycheck while they don't even know your name. It's so much bigger than just the daily grind of building the business. It's character building. Like, the cool thing that I love about David and Paris and Justin and Gary McSween and all these people is if you take everything away from them, because they have the skills, they can go do it again. Like, I want you to really think about this. Whatever rank you hit, it doesn't matter what happens. If you hit platinum 600, you'll always be able to make $600 a month outside of a job because you built the skills to be able to do it for the rest of your life. Think about that. If you go ahead and hit Chairman 10, what have you done? You've learned the skills necessary to produce $10,000 a month outside of a job. So you can take those skills and apply them again and again and again and always be able to produce $10,000 a month. It's worth it. In my eyes, it's worth it. I started this industry in 2007. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm 15 years into this industry. 15 years in. This is what I decided to master. And in 2017, I decided to master trading. And it wasn't always easy in the beginning. It wasn't easy in the beginning. But the right mentorship, the right information, like, here's the secret. Oh, I gotta say this. This is what I wanted to get to. This is the secret. David kept believing. And if you ever hear him tell his story, there was a span of time where his income was going backwards. But he kept doing the work and he kept believing while other people quit. Same thing with Bryce Thompson. 25 years old, chairman, $750,000 a month at 25 years old. Belief. Nobody wants to follow somebody who doesn't know where they're going. Y'all hear me say that all the time. People want to follow people who know where they're going. So you don't believe in where you're going. Why should anybody else believe? If you can't believe against the circumstances, why should anybody else believe? David had staying power. When everything looked bad, he stayed true to his skill sets that he built. He stayed true to the information that his mentor gave him. And everybody's not able to do that. But you got to resolve in your heart that you're going to be one of the people who is able to do that. Shout out to you for even being on this call this morning. Shout out to you for continuing to come to the morning motivation when other people quit. Everybody doesn't have the mentality to be that type of successful. I thought about this. There's basketball players, right? Like Michael Jordan. And if you ever saw The Last Dance, one of the best documentaries ever created, loved it. But there's two types of people who watch or who experienced playing with Michael Jordan. When you hear them speak, there's the ones who resented Michael Jordan because of the standard he set that they felt was impossible for them to reach. Their talent level wasn't where his was. And then there's the ones who appreciate Michael Jordan because his commitment to excellence brought out skill sets within themselves that they probably would not have been able to put on display if he didn't set that bar of excellence. And then when I hear, like, if you know what's going on in basketball, forgive me if you don't understand what I'm saying right now, but there's a basketball player named Kevin Durant for the New Jersey Nets. And his temperament is passive. He's not direct, right? But he's one of the most skilled players on the planet. But his team is not reaching its potential because there's no standard of excellence set by the best player on the team, which is why James Harden did what he did to get out of New Jersey, and now he's in Philly with my team. Shout out to Philly. He's with the Philadelphia 76ers now because James Harden saw, oh, they're not committed to excellence. I want to win a championship. Now, why did I bring that up? Because David has set a standard and given a blueprint for how to elevate your life. Now, there's two types of people. Are you going to meet that standard, no matter how painful it is, no matter what you got to face in your personal life? Are you going to make the decision, you know what? That standard, that bar is high, but I'm going to grow into the person that can meet that standard? Or are you going to be the one that says, okay, he's David. He's got 20 years in the game. He's developed the skills, right? They're special. The people he coaches, they're special. They got something I don't have. I can't meet that standard. That's the lie that some people tell themselves because they don't want to commit to going ahead and growing into the person that can meet that standard. You got to have staying power and a longevity mentality to reach the levels of success that you say you want. And a part of that is going to be attending events, right? And when you go to these events, learning from the most successful people, not in the company, in the industry. Do you know how crazy it is that a 25-year-old is making $1.8 million a month? And there's lifelong people who started network marketing in the 70s that still haven't made a dollar in this industry. But yet over here in our company, we got 6 of the top 10 income earners in the world in this industry. And y'all about to hear from them at the event. What do you want? It's real simple. Like Tony Robbins said, right? Know your outcome. What do you want? What's the final destination? For me and my wife, it's double chairman 750. Period. And I'm willing to put in 20 years doing this. I resolved that. This is what I'm going to master. Because if it's not this, then what? I'm a master trading. If not that, then what? What else? What are you going to do? You got to decide that. Right? So longevity. When I was thinking about David, I got excited, man, because the secret is he kept believing through everything. Through everything. And that's all chairmen are. Chairmen are people who kept believing and kept working, kept growing. You have the capacity, the potential to be somebody that's at $10,000 a month or more. You have the capacity and the potential to grow into someone who can influence people to do this with you. But you got to get dedicated and committed to manifesting that version of yourself. And I'm telling you, the exponential leap that you're about to take from attending this event, you're going to see. You're going to see why we promote these events the way we do. It's not fluff. You're going to see for yourself by attending this event this weekend, in a few days, what's possible. And all you got to do is make the decision to go ahead and meet the standard. All right. Love you guys. Have a great Tuesday. There will be no Skittle strategy training today. I'm about to get ready to leave for the event tomorrow. Super excited to see you guys there. And we're going to have a great time. We're going to learn, we're going to grow, we're going to laugh, we're going to have fun. You're going to get an experience with a group of people who think like you that you've never gotten before ever in your life. You've never been in a room where everybody around you thinks like you do. If you've never been to an event, it's going to be an experience. It's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. Extremely ambitious people that believe they can win and that will transfer that belief to you. You're going to go back home a changed person, I promise you, with every fiber in my being. As sure as my name is Charles Edward Dyson III, your life is going to be changed forever. Your mind is like a t-shirt. Once it's stretched, it can't return back to its original form. It can't. Once you get in this environment and you brush by somebody that has their 14-year-old there that has a $700,000 trade account that they built, and you hear from people who you're just going to see for yourself. Leverage this event. Leverage it. And if you are an individual who's missing this event, make the decision never to miss one ever again. You don't know what you're about to miss. You don't know what would have happened if you would have went, and how your life could have changed because you heard something that sparked a fire that can't get put out. If I were you, I would not take these events lightly. All right, so this was recorded. We'll drop it. And love you guys. Super excited for you. And let's win, y'all. Let's win. See you guys tomorrow at the event. Everybody safe travels. Be blessed. The rest of you guys who are not attending the event, I think there is there might be a live stream. But one of the things that I decided to do, because I'm guilty, I have missed events in the past, right? But whenever I missed an event, I went so hard because I knew everybody was coming back excited. If I were you, I would put some points on the board, sign some people up, put some work in. While everybody's learning, you take the information you already got and execute. But make the decision never to miss an event ever again. I made that decision, and it's been up ever since. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. Peace.